Hello everyone, welcome back to our second session all together. How was your break everyone? Was your break fun or not? Anyway, I hope that you really enjoy during your break. So now let's move to our second session all together. And according to our schedule, you are going to learn what Hangout for the second session. So we still learn the same unit about unit 9 this weekend, but we focus on the new lesson today about reading Summer in New Delhi. So please open your book on page 104 all together. Today we just focus on only 104. So in 104, teacher also pick up some of the vocabulary to teach of you guys, because I think maybe they are difficult for you. So the next one we refer to about the word monsoon. So not monsoon, it's a monsoon. So monsoon is about we refer to the kinds of the season or the kinds of the weather, right? So monsoon is about the rainy season. In Cambodia, we have two kinds of season. We have rainy season and dry season. So when the rainy season comes, we normally call it as a monsoon, right? So monsoon. So monsoon here is about the kinds of the season that brings a lot of rain, right? That brings a lot of rain. So monsoon is about the rainy season. When it's rainy season, the wind blow and brings a lot of rain, or sometimes have lightning, sometimes have stormy too, right? So again, everyone, so monsoon we refer to the rainy season that the wind blow and bring a lot of rain, right? All right, and then we refer to the season. Season we refer to what? We refer to the 4 divisions. The 4 divisions that we have every year. The 4 divisions we have every year. In Cambodia, have only 2 seasons, right? Or we can say 2 divisions. But for another country, they have 4 divisions. We have a summer, spring, fall, and winter, right? All right. So again, so season we refer to the 4 divisions of a year. All right. Let's go to the next word, about the word Celsius. Celsius. So Celsius is mean denoting a scale of temperature on which water freezes at 0 Celsius and boil at 100 Celsius. So Celsius we refer to the temperature, the temperatures of something, of the weather, something of the water, and so on. And normally the water freezes at 0 Celsius and boil at 100 Celsius. So let's go to Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit is a little bit different from Celsius. It also the temperature the same, but the different how to count, right? How to calculate the number of the temperature. So for Celsius, dominating a scale of temperature on which water freezes at 0 Celsius, right? But for Fahrenheit, the temperatures on which, should we have one more temperature? All right, so on which water freezes at what? Freezes at what? At 30 Celsius, or we can say 30 Fahrenheit. So when the water freezes at 30 Fahrenheit, we call this one as the Fahrenheit. But for the boiled water is about 212 for the Fahrenheit, but for the Celsius is only 100. But what difference? Just the same. The difference is only the number only. All right, let's go to the bright. Bright means giving what? Giving much light. Giving much light or providing much light, right? So we call bright. So don't forget between bright and price. Price we refer to something that we get from what we challenge of something. But for bright we refer to giving a lot of light, or much light. All right. So before I move to the questions, so now teacher would like you to go to the reading first. I would like to play this one for you guys to listen or would like you to spend some time to read about our reading on page 104, and then I will explain you one by one. After that, we can move to answer the question. Are you ready? So I would like to give you 10 minutes to read all together. Let's start.
A. Listen and read. Summer in New Delhi. This is Aditya. He lives in New Delhi, the capital city of India. In summer, the monsoon season lasts from June to September, so the weather is hot and wet. Sometimes it gets very hot in New Delhi. The temperature can reach more than 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's boiling. Many people enjoy the monsoon rains because they bring cool temperatures, wash away the dust, and make the city bright and clean again.
Great job, everyone. How you done? Hopefully that you can get some ideas during your reading. So now let us read and explain you one by one. So the title of our story today, of our reading today, is about summer in New Delhi. Summer in New Delhi. Where is New Delhi, everyone? So let's go to our reading all together. So this is Aditya. He lives in New Delhi, the capital city of India. So this means that New Delhi is the capital city of India. It is in India. So what is the capital city of Cambodia? And what is Phnom Penh? Right? So Phnom Penh is the capital city of Cambodia, not Phnom Penh. Because in Cambodia we don't have any name of Phnom Penh, we have only Phnom Penh, right? Because Phnom Penh, why we not Phnom Penh? Because foreigners they cannot pronounce our city properly or well. That's why they pronounce Phnom Penh. But we are Cambodia, we should say Phnom Penh because we know how to pronounce our capital city well, right? So you have to pronounce Phnom Penh, Kampong Cham, not Kampong Cham, not Kampong Cham. It's not correct because our province name is Kampong Cham, Siem Reap, right? Kampong Cham, Siem Reap, and capital city is Phnom Penh, not Phnom Penh. All right. In summer, the monsoon season lasts from June to September. So it means start from the 6th of the month and end of the 9th of the month. Because June is mean the 6th of the month and September is mean the 9th of the month. So we can count together 6, 7, 8, 9. So around 4 or 3 months, right, for the monsoon season. So the weather is hot and wet. So during that season, the weather also hot and wet too. But why it's hot and wet? Let's move. Sometimes it gets very hot in the New Delhi. The temperature can reach more than 40 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees Celsius. But for the Fahrenheit, we can say 104 Fahrenheit. So it's boiling, yeah, because around 40 degrees it can be boiling, right? Even in Cambodia, when we have around 40 or 41, 42, like, do you remember 2019, the temperature reached to 42 degrees Celsius. That is very extremely hot in Cambodia. Sometimes even we stay inside the house, it's still hot. Even we use the fan, it also still hot, right? Still hot. So most of the house they would like to prefer the air conditioner because the weather there is very hot. Alright. Many people enjoy the monsoon rains because they bring cool temperatures, wash away the dust, and make the city bright and clean again. So dust here we refer to the small land the small land, right? Or the small of something that we cannot see based on our own eyes. Sometimes we have to use a microscope, or sometimes we have to watch it closer in order to see it. We call dust. So dust normally it would like to hold on the thing. Like when you don't use the whiteboard for many months or many days, when you touch on it also have dust. So when you don't use the table for many days, when you touch it also dust. Like our school right now it's not open for the student. That is why some class when you touch on it, it have the dust. But because of it have the cleaner, so they have to clean every day in order to wash away the dust, right? Alright, everyone. So, about this paragraph, they would like to describe about the monsoon seasons. Monsoon season we refer to the rainy season, the season that have a lot of rain, right? Even does have a lot of rain, but so hot. Why? Because it's not rain every day. Maybe one week rain for 2 times, 3 times, or 5 times, and so on, right? But for every day, maybe impossible. That's why when it's not rain, it's very hot. Alright, everyone, hope that you can understand about the first text of our reading. But if there's still any question, you can ask your homeroom teacher for more detail. And in our reading today, we also have 4 questions to ask you guys. The first one is, what is the title of the story? The second is, what is the character's name? So the third is, where does he live and how is the weather there? So where does he live and how is the weather there? And the last one, what's the weather does people enjoy the most and why? So everyone, for the question, if there's any question, you also can ask your homeroom teacher for more detail too. For the whole lesson today, not only for the question, but sometimes you don't understand about the reading, you also can ask more about your homeroom teacher, so he or she is happy to help all of you guys. Alright class, so for the lesson is finished. See you again for tomorrow. Goodbye everyone.